What's going on, everybody? It's BJaws. So it is time for another weapon class setup. So today we are doing the KUDA. This is a submachine gun, and it is definitely not my favorite weapon, I must say. So the reason for that is because I feel like the accuracy is definitely not good, and the damage needs to be a little higher for me to enjoy it a little more. So I feel like this is just a close quarter combat weapon. If you're trying to do long distance, forget about it. Even with long barrel, it's not the best. So let's go ahead and get through the attachments and the optics. So for optics, I am using the reflex sight, the precision red dot sight. I feel like this is a good attachment to this weapon because the iron sights aren't the best, and you know, this gives you a nice clean sight, and it's shorter range weapon. So I feel like it's not that big of a deal if you have a red dot sight. It's not interfering too much. So I really like it on this gun. Alright, first attachment, I'm using grip. I feel like grip is really essential for this weapon because it improves the accuracy a little bit, and it's just not all over the place, even though the accuracy is still kind of bad. But I feel like this really helps you out a lot. So second attachment, I'm using stock, move faster while aiming on the sight. Because this is a close quarter combat gun, I feel like if you're using stock, this can definitely help you get a few more of those kills when you're strafing those guys, jumping around, and you can get those kills. Alright, third and final attachment, I am using quick draw. Quick draw definitely helps for this weapon as well because you want to get those sights up as fast as you can, especially in close quarter combat, which is definitely what this weapon is to me anyway. So those are the attachments and the optics for the KUDA. Secondary, I have absolutely nothing, don't need it. I usually go with nothing on my secondary because I just don't go with it. But lethal, I am using the trip mine. Now I just started using this trip mine recently, and I like this trip mine a lot. It's a good lethal. What I like to do is I like to maybe camp a little bit of the spot. I know where they're gonna be coming, so I throw it in a doorway, and I can get a few kills that way. I've got a few double kills that way, and it's been really nice. I also like to throw this where I know they're gonna be coming up and jumping on or around the corner. They definitely won't see it that way. So if they're just about to jump up there, they won't see that trip mine there, and bam, you get that kill. If they're going around a corner, you know, usually most kids like sprint around the corner without thinking, and that's what I do a lot in this game. So if they're sprinting around the corner and they don't see this, you can definitely get that kill. So I love using the trip mine. It's a really, really good lethal. For perk, I'm using a little bit different setup than I usually use. So I'm using overclock for the first time. Overclock just lets you earn your specialists a little faster, and I think this definitely helps you out. You know, you can get like whatever gun you're using. If you're using the flamethrower or whatever, get some more kills that way. So overclock's a pretty good perk. I don't normally use it, but you know, every once in a while it's pretty good. For this weapon, KUDA, I'm also using the scavenger as my second perk. I feel like scavenger is really essential for this class because the KUDA just doesn't have a lot of ammo, and you run out of it really fast. Since it is a submachine gun, it shoots a little faster. So I really like using scavenger, and plus you can get another lethal. So you can actually throw two of those trip mines at once and in different spots and get a kill that way. So that's pretty dang cool. I'm also using gung ho. I'm using gung ho in this class because I feel like it's a run and gun kind of class, not really like a sit and look long distance wise. So you know, if you're sprinting and all that stuff, you can hip fire your weapon and throw grenades a little easier, throw that lethal. So I like using gung ho for this class. So those are the attachments and the perks for this class. And let's go ahead and go to my score streaks that I'm using. I just realized I don't have a camo for this weapon, which is the best part of the class. I don't know why I never put a camo on it. I just never thought about it, but next time we'll get it. So I'm using the UAV as my first score streak because I love using the UAV. But I also think like the KUDA is kind of one of those classes where, for me anyway, I struggle a little bit with this weapon. So I didn't use too high of a score streaks for me. It's a little more reasonable for me to get, and it's a little easier. You can get them a few more times in the game. So it's really not that bad. I'm using the UAV for my first one. Second one, I'm using the counter UAV. You know, go ahead and use that UAV, see where they're at, and then block their radar so they don't see where you're at. So I really like using the counter UAV. The only problem, again, they can shoot these things down really easily. So hopefully that does not happen to you guys. So last and final score streak I'm using is the Talon. I like using the Talon. In this clip that I'm showing you guys, I use the Talon. I think I got it 3 times this game. And the first time I tried it without manual, you know, doing it on my own, flying it and all that stuff, I think I got 1 kill with it. I wanted to try it. I've seen people do it, get a few kills with it. I wanted to try it myself, but it didn't really work out that much. So second time I used this, I went into, I piloted it myself, and I got a few more kills that way. So I definitely feel like if you pilot yourself, then you can definitely get a few more kills. It's more effective. So that's what I'm using for score streaks: the UAV, the counter UAV, and the Talon. And that pretty much sums up this class. So I hope you guys enjoy this class setup for the KUDA. Definitely not my weapon of choice, but hey, some people may love this weapon. Not really for me. I'm going to have to get to more SMGs and all that stuff, like the Razorback. I think that's an SMG anyway. And I'll have to do some more of those. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you guys next video. See ya.